All right, let's say that you're going to be purchasing a property and you don't have a real estate agent assisting you. Here are three things that you can do to avoid what are common mistakes that can be made as during the purchase process. The first thing that you should avoid doing is putting a lot of money down in earnest money alongside the offer to purchase. There are times when it makes sense to do this. For example, if you have a property where you're bidding against other bidders, then you may want to put down more money than you normally would to show that you're serious about purchasing the property. That said, you have to keep in mind that if the sale was to fall through, that money is basically going to be held up until you can resolve who's supposed to get what money and whether you're getting all of it back or some of it, etc. If you're trying to buy another property at the same time, or put in another offer rather, that's going to hold up your ability to do that potentially because those funds won't be available. So put a minimal amount of money down in earnest money. The second thing that I would suggest avoiding is relying upon the condition report in and of itself that the owner provides to you. The owner is going to give you a list of things that he or she knows is wrong with the property. That's not an exhaustive list, nor is the homeowner an expert on what's wrong with the house. So typically, in conjunction with purchasing the property, you want to have an inspection company come in and take a look at the property, and you want to give yourself the ability to demand that the seller repair things that the inspection company found may be defects. The last thing that I would suggest doing or avoiding is pricing the property above what you think is fair value for it. And what I mean by that is this. If you come in with the highest possible dollar amount that you think you can afford, you may get to the point where you're near closing and realize that you may not have sufficient funds available to bring to the table to close. You have to put cash in after all. It's not all a loan. So make sure that you sit down and speak with your lender very thoroughly and understand exactly what the dollar amount is that you will have to provide at closing, because some of those costs can be substantial. And the last thing you want to have happen is get about a week out from when the sale is supposed to close and realize that you don't have enough money to come to the table. If you have questions about this process or any of the other stuff that I went over, feel free to call our office. We'd be happy to help.